welcome to this special broadcast right here on India Today. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor, and over the next 30 minutes, we'll be chatting up with the cast and crew of Kohrra 2. Well, it's a new series. Kohrra 1 is already out on Netflix. Kohrra 2 is about to hit the screens as well. That is screens in your homes, in your phones and all of that. So we thought it would be fun to sort of sit down with them and understand them a little bit better. So say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. We have so many people and I don't know where to begin. So I thought it would be a good idea to start with somebody who is the most popular on this table. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Sudip sir.
Sudip sir, Sudip. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Very well. Sudip जी को अगर आप नहीं जानते तो आपको Netflix देखना, OTT देखना बंद कर देना चाहिए क्योंकि जो सबसे अच्छी कहानियाँ आई हैं पिछले कुछ सालों में has been his brainchild. So, round of applause. Just to mention a few, Udta Punjab, Patal Lok, NH10, I mean, the list is really, really long. तो सबसे पहले तो आपसे यही पूछना चाहेंगे कि भाई मतलब इतनी इंटेंस डार्क वायलेंट और इतनी पंजाब से रूटेड स्टोरीज कैसे लिख लेते हैं आप?
मेरा चाइल्डहुड काफ़ी सिक्योर था थैंकफुली, पर शायद उस वजह से वो होता है ना कि जो चीज़ें आपने नहीं देखी हो उस दौरान उनको आप शायद देखना चाहते हो. मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आई एम मोर इंक्लाइंड टू मे बी अंडरस्टैंड लाइफ एंड द वर्ल्ड अराउंड मी अ लिटिल मोर, विच आई डिड नॉट गेट अ चांस टू एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. एंड ऑल ऑफ इट इज़ एन अटेम्प्ट. ये कोशिश है समाज को समझने की, दुनिया को समझने की, लोगों को समझने की, रिश्तों को समझने की, अपने आप को समझने की. बिकॉज ये सारा एक रिफ्लेक्शन होता है, वो जो जिस आईने में आप देखते हो अपने आप के बारे में भी आप कुछ जान जाते हो.
So what I noticed about your stories has been that there is a lot of violence, but it's never about the people who are doing the violence. It's about the people who face it, right? There's the cost of violence. That's how I perceive a lot of your work. Is that intentional or where does it come from?
Yes, it is intentional. You know, I'm not interested in violence for the sake of violence. I'm not interested in depicting violence for the sake of it or glorifying it. I'm trying to understand violence. What are the reasons behind it? What are the societal structures that lead to it? What is the human psyche that leads people to that point of committing a crime? And what are the repercussions of that on those who get left behind and the victim? It's all an attempt in that direction without trying to sound, too intellectual about it. But it's really that. It's just to understand the world and the society that I live in a little better through my work.
Nice. तो कोहरा का introduction कर दीजिए हमारी audiences के लिए.
Kohrra is this. We are coming out with the second season of this show. It's a show about an investigative drama that is also an insight into Punjab and into these characters who inhabit this particular story. और इन लोगों को समझने की कोशिश है, इन लोगों के decisions को समझने की कोशिश है, प्यार को समझने की कोशिश है. Kohrra is a lot, for me, even more than about crime. Crime is just an entry point into the story. It's actually a show about love. It's a show about acceptance. And once you finish watching it, hopefully you will realize that it's a show about love even more than about crime. It's a show about accepting. It's a show about maturing. It's a show about dealing with life, dealing with whatever life throws your way, and to deal with it in an accepting sort of a manner.
Nice. Delhi audience, Kohrra is not about AQI. That is what Kohrra is about. So please go watch that as well. Mona, let me come to you next.
Yes.
You've had quite a year.
Yeah.
From Bads to Happy Patel to now this, you're rocking all screens. So Happy New Year,
Thank you.
to you
Happy
first.
New Year.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about your journey on Kohrra.
On Kohrra, well, I'm ardent fan of Kohrra season 1 and of course of Sir because of Patal Lok and NH10 and he also wrote Udta Punjab.
Yeah.
I'm his big fan. You know, this is the kind of work that I always wanted to do. I love slow burns, I love arty. So yes, I've done a bit of commercial stuff as well, but I enjoy that. I enjoy the balance between the two. But when I was approached for Kohrra season 2, I was more than happy. It was like a dream come true for me because I kept questioning why am I not there in season 1. I loved it so much. And now to play a cop, and that was such a real, raw cop who showed flawed emotional and deeply human. It was actually very, very satisfying for me as an actor.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Let me come to Rannvijay then. Rannvijay, you have had a long stint. You have done... Millennials like us have grown up watching Rannvijay and loved him and hated him for all the wrong reasons.
Awesome.
What brings you to Kohrra
What made
now?
you hate him?
Dude, the way he grilled people. I mean, you leave all that serious stuff for journalists
He's a
to do, na?
sweet-
Matlab, let's not go there. This is about Kohrra, but yeah, go ahead.
I saw the first season,
Yeah.
and we're Punjabis. So a lot of people said, "Yeah, this is very nice. Yaar, tune dekha hai." And I saw it. I was like, I didn't even get a call for this. They don't know I'm Punjabi. So I just put it out there. A few years later, when I got a, so I also wanted to work with Sudip sir, just like Mona listed all the things. He's one of those creators that I think a lot of us, when I watch stuff, I watch that kind of stuff. The sensibilities are similar.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, if we get to work with him, it'll be great." We've discussed this at home. And then I got one audition where I had to do one scene. And I was like, and Harman's like, "How's the role?" My younger brother, "Is it good, big, bad?" I said, "Whatever it is." He's like, "We gotta just do one scene. One also we'll do, then we'll put a foot in the door." And I did the scene, it was in Punjabi. And I like to do stuff that I feel like you can see a different side of me. Because a lot of people have, like you said, grown up. So I got to play a character which is far from who I am. And this guy is affected by the crime in a different way. He's got children, and how his whole sole aim is, while things are happening to him, he's also like, I'm going to protect my kids from this and not have them, their life shouldn't be affected by this thing. And he's displaced. He's not in his own area. He's come from somewhere else. And it was just amazing to be on the set with people who've really done a lot of hard work and done their bit and, found these places in their lives and their careers. And all of us were really well prepared. We had workshops, intense workshops. And when we were there, every time we'd finish a scene, we'd just enjoy the fact that we did it and it was great. And now we can move on. So the sense of satisfaction happened on the day of the shoot, for me at least.
Nice.
Like as soon as I was there, I'm working with him. Chalo, ye to one take. Acha ho gaya.
So you weren't
Now,
roasting him on the set? No roasting.
I think the roasting starts
happening.
today. I think I have to start. Yeah, like, no. So
चल push up करके दिखा.
the thing is that all actors, as much as you're secure of who you are and where you are, you always want to, if you like working with somebody, you always want them to keep repeating you. So I'll make him do push-ups after a couple of other shows. Yeah.
ये हो जाए उसके बाद.
And by the time I reached the set, this time I was like, my point, he already had one hand in the cast.
Oh God.
तो मैं तो जाते ही पर मैंने कहा चलो इस बार ही छोड़ देते हैं. No.
Talk about directing violence.
No,
Like
by the
imagine the
time
director turning out.
So, but the thing is on this show, it's very intense. There are a lot of the just being in Punjab, that Kohrra setting, and we actually shot around this time in January in Amritsar. And I remember landing at the airport, couldn't see anything. It was just real fog. So I was like, "Ye to bahut real hai." The locations where we're actually in a village, we're shooting in real homes and stuff like that. And it was just, it was amazing to shoot. A very happy set, but a very serious about the craft. No, there's just like intense भी ऐसा था कि जब shoot चल रहा है तो intense है. उसके बाद okay, good, this was good. Okay, can we? I really enjoyed it, but I got sense of satisfaction every day after the scene was done. We did it and okay, good. Okay, let's move on.
Hey, but you're in Amritsar. I'm sure the food was keeping everybody happy.
terrific.
Like that would have been like everything. Barun, before I come to you, just coming to me, how Mona, you and Rannvijay all have TV background, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of you have now come from TV into OTT, into movies and all that, right? So tell me a little bit before I go to Kohrra on how is this version treating you?
Oh, you mean the
OTT, yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
You can just say TV was grilling, बहुत लंबी shifts थी.
I don't
You
want
can
to say
all
that.
that.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to say that. I just want to talk about what you're talking about. OTT has been. Okay, I'll be honest. I wouldn't have a career if there was no OTT revolution in India. Is what I think.
I think it's a very good time for artists,
Yeah.
musicians.
Yeah.
You have your own platforms. You have
Also, you have
Lots
your
of-
own understanding of the kind of things you want to do, no? Like,
Yeah.
you're compelled to do something only to make money. That's not really work for me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, you know, all of us are.
He looked
in
at
it
me
for
because
it.
I have 2 kids. I have to pay the fees. No, so but it's a great time if you do good work.
Yeah.
It could be a 15-second video on your phone. It could be in a hall. It could be on TV. It could be on OTT. You could watch it even on OTT. You can watch it on a big screen, small screen while you're traveling and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think we're at a very good time for people like Sir, who's a storyteller. He's doing movies. He's doing. For us, we can do. I know so many guys who are creators who've just done stuff at home and now they're in big series,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's a really good time for people who want to do good work.
It's
Yeah,
a
also
great
the thing
time,
is
yeah.
that, good things are very difficult to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
That's a good one. But at a time when so much content is being made and so much content is being consumed, how are you keeping your stories relevant? Like इतना abundant content है, इतना constantly पहले सिर्फ TV के बारे में बोलते थे, ये सिर्फ 24/7 न्यूज़ चलाते रहते हैं. अब तो भाई OTT पर भी 24 घंटे कुछ ना कुछ चलता रहता है.
Yeah, I think you have to stick to your basics.
Yeah.
And you have to keep doing your thing with the same amount of shiddat. I think so the difference between, I think, television and OTT in that sense कि television पे भी बहुत काम हो रहा है, OTT पे भी बहुत काम हो रहा है. Television पे वही लोग एक ही चीज़ रोज कर रहे हैं. I take my time with it. So Kohrra, the first season came out 2.5 years back. I took 2.5 years to write and to make this the second season.
Yeah.
And so you give it the time it needs and let it simmer and let it let it rest before you are ready to serve it again to the
Yeah.
world. Not be in a hurry.
I think that's critical to what TV was, right? Even for actors. I don't know a single actor who's done TV who comes back and says, boss, I want to go back to those shifts. I don't know a single director or writer who will say, boss, I want to go back. Unless you're doing roadies and run.
Yeah,
having,
though I've done a lot of TV, but I haven't acted on TV.
Yeah.
It was always, and when we're on a show like mine, we're actually traveling.
Yeah.
We're on motorcycles. We're jumping off cliffs.
Yeah, and you so
We're eating in different places, different traditions, different Brazil, Australia, all parts of India. It's awesome. It's different every time.
Yeah.
So I don't have that. Like I love doing what I did and I still do it because it's just different every time. And we're doing lots of adventurous activities. I didn't act on television, so I don't have. I never did.
Are you saying there was no acting in roadies? Is that what you're
Not
saying?
for me. Not for me.
Okay, I'm just pulling your leg. Tell me a little bit more about the content that you guys are watching more than the stuff that you guys are doing. I'll start with Sudip. आप क्या देख रहे हैं इस समय OTT पर, which is nice and exciting?
Netflix पे और क्या देख रहे हैं?
हाँ. Nice. The producer is hovering just around there, so yeah, good plug
आप
in.
मिसमैच देख रहे होंगे. उसके 2-3 सीजन आ गए हैं.
अभी हाल फिलहाल मैंने कुछ नहीं देखा है because I have been prepping.
ये किस तरह का safe answer होता है?
It's not
ये
a
क्या
safe
है?
answer. It's a true answer, and I miss that. I love watching films and shows, but of late I've been prepping. I'm starting shoot in 10 days.
Oh, what about?
For my next show.
Okay.
Which
Can
I'm
you
not
talk
supposed
about
to.
it?
I'm not supposed to talk about, but it's a Netflix show.
It's a Netflix
So
show.
you'll hear about it in some time.
Serious है, पंजाब में है, violence है.
No, it's a comedy.
I can't say anything beyond that, but it's a
okay.
Netflix show, and it's not serious. I can give you
Oh,
that.
lovely,
Okay.
lovely. हाँ.
No, but
So I-
it's serious in its own way, but it's a dark comedy kind of a thing.
This
yeah.
is saying
I'm not
something
saying-
about
we are
it.
not supposed to say anything.
I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, my
I'm
lips are
not saying
sealed.
anything. Go on, guys.
But because of that, I've not been able to watch. But the last show that I saw on Netflix was Adolescence, and that I thought was fantastic.
Man.
God.
It was
Amazing.
fantastic.
Amazing. That's a
Oh.
different kind of storytelling.
When you have kids, it hits
Oh, it
differently.
hits
I'm
hard.
sure.
Yeah.
It hits differently.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And not just the content of the show, I think the way it was shot.
The execution.
Yeah, absolutely.
One take, I
Those
mean,
shots,
that's
yeah.
just...
You've seen the behind the scenes,
Yeah.
like how that's. Oh my God.
You think
It needs
India
so
can
much
do
prep.
stuff like that? You think?
For sure.
Yeah?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I think, see, you have to respect the fact that we have been very late to long form television.
Yeah.
So the US and the UK have been doing long form television since the 80s and 90s. We came into the party, joined the party 2018. So it's been like only 8 years for us, and we have come to this point. Give us another 10 years maybe, and for sure we'll have more of this stuff coming out of India.
Nice, exciting. Mona, what are you watching?
Adolescence.
Yeah.
I loved Black Warrant. Yeah,
yes.
and Mayor of East, well, that is old now, but I loved it. Mayor of East Town.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Tell me more stuff that you have watched, want to watch.
I watch very boring stuff. I watch documentaries majorly.
Like?
The last, I've seen all them. But the last fictional show that I watched was Monster.
Okay. Okay.
Stranger Things just came out. So
Yes.
We
Yeah, I
did-
watched that too.
And
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
crashed because it was
Yeah, so
so high.
So that there's a when you go on Netflix, there's I saw the Last Dance again, Michael Jordan's. this
Oh, I
thing.
love that
Oh,
documentary,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm a play
अब
basketball.
नेटफ्लिक्स की बात हो ही रही है तो हम बताते थे नेटफ्लिक्स पर इंडिया टुडे ओरिजिनल्स भी जा रहे हैं
ओह, क्या
Please
बात
जाके
है।
देखिए प्लीज जाके देखिए that what goes on behind in the newsroom, how stories are built, what happens when emergencies suddenly comes into being. So please go watch and see how this newsroom also came about. India Today has also completed 50 years. So yeah, हमने काफी long form, short
Nice
form.
plug-in, yeah?
Yeah, just learning from you guys. There's so much of Netflix. Rannvijay was doing it. I thought might as well like just do it. But tell me a little bit more about the setting of the entire Kohrra. I know it was shot in Punjab. How was it shooting there? Some fun bits that you remember from the shoot?
Fun bits, I don't think this...
Or the most challenging bits, let me put it like that. Yeah.
Cold.
Oh, God,
Cold.
I don't want to
For
go.
him, the cold, and even for her as well.
Even for
Yeah,
me,
it
it
was
was
actually
very
really cold, yeah.
You see,
For me,
living
it was
in Maharashtra for the last 20 years,
Yeah.
over there,
Yeah.
when it's 24 degrees, we take our shawls and sweaters out. And over here, it was like 6 degrees and 4 degrees. We were shooting mostly night shifts. It wasn't easy at all.
All three of us, for that matter.
Yeah, for all three of us. It wasn't easy.
Cold is nothing for me. No, but I think some of the scenes, like I remember one day was very intense. When we had that, there's a fight. I can't tell you between who and who. It was really intense. It was a difficult day because.
I mean, we can say a fight between you and and his wife, that character. That's all right.
We can say that?
Yeah,
This is on camera fight with wife before anybody gets ideas about what's happening at home. This is on camera.
There's a
we are
lot
on
of
set.
inspiration from there. I leaned into my own life.
in fact, she
My
was
wi-
present that day.
my wife was
when
there.
we were shooting. His
And I
wife
think-
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's
My
why
wife
the inspiration
was
that
there.
day.
She spoke to him. I didn't speak to anybody actually for 4 hours, except for saying my dialogues. I didn't talk to anybody except for asking if there's some
But
inputs.
were you a little conscious because of
No,
her
I was
being
just
there?
I didn't even know who all were there.
Oh,
but
okay.
because I was just like it was intense. It was intense.
Intense shows?
For me, intense was definitely my fight scene. We were shooting at night and I'd never ever attempted action. So मेरे लिए my adrenaline, my mind, my heart, my stomach, everything was churning.
So do you have to prep for these scenes or how does it work?
Yeah, we had multiple rehearsals. I was falling down many times, getting bashed up, beaten up, bruised. But it was very, very challenging.
They were rehearsing and you broke your hand. How did that happen?
We're
No, I
playing
mean,
cricket.
it was an offset accident that we went to play cricket one day and I ended up breaking my
God,
hand. Yeah.
who attempted that?
No, he did it to himself.
Okay. Fun bits for you? You already told me yours, intense bits.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Okay, fun. Yeah, the thing is that there was it was like homecoming for me, kind of a thing. I don't want to sound. Challenging, no, not at all, because we were very well prepped. Fun was the whole deal of knowing that if we're going to elevate the first season to the second season. And to see that happening, the whole deal coming together, everyone, and everyone brought their A game. And that's fun for me. I'm boring.
One of the fun things was we were shooting on Lodi last year. And we had an amazing celebration. My parents were there also. We were in Amritsar, so the Golden Temple, everything. And then we had a really nice Lodi celebration. So the
Lodi
production
How
was...
lovely.
After it
Yeah,
wrapped
you
up,
got
yeah.
me drunk, I remember that.
Oh, yeah. Everyone.
I was just some coconut is good for health, sir.
For sure.
No, that's nice and fun. But tell me a little bit, Sudip, about preparation for shows like these? Like I said, that your body of work seems to have a pattern, right? If, like I said, it talks about love in conflict, it talks about people who are like the hard end of it, right? I'm also seeing a lot of stories on Netflix, on OTT, otherwise, where it's gone into Middle India, and what we say is India 1, 2, 3. If we are sitting in India 1, then that's India 3. How easy is it for people like you who are born and brought up, say, in cities like these, to understand those stories, write about them, depict them? How does that happen?
That is not difficult for me. I mean, in fact, that for me is the most satisfying part of the process. I grew up in a small town. I grew up in Guwahati in Assam back in the 70s and 80s and 90s. It was a small town for sure. And I've traveled a lot, all over India because of, either for family reasons or because of my work demands. I did a sales and marketing job before this. Yeah, so I know I've traveled because of that. Yeah, and I personally really enjoyed that.
What were you selling?
I was selling Coca-Cola at one point of time, and also Asian Paints. Yeah, so I've like been there.
So that was your glimpse into understanding.
No, you get to travel a lot. You get to travel a lot, and it was and I've always liked that. Like I have that curiosity to understand the land and the place that I come from, and I love this country. And I love the various regions of this country, and it's such a diverse country, and there's so much to, you can walk into a part of India not being able to speak the language, not knowing anyone. It's just the language changes every 100 kilometers. The culture changes, the food changes. It's very, very satisfying to get to travel with your work and to get to be able to, just have a little bit more understanding by the time you finish making something new. So it's not been difficult. It's been very enriching, I would say, that part of the process of just going deeper. And
I'm just trying to, for all fans of Patal Lok out there, would you believe that the person who actually did the whole thing is from Guwahati? Like, how did the two worlds really meet? And this really fascinates me about the kind of stories that are coming out, and come in on this one. Like I said, there was a time when we made movies like Dil Chahta Hai. There was a time when we made movies about what's happening in urban India, what's happening in cities. But now that's gone to towns. It's gone to smaller cities. Is it also because a lot of writers are coming from there, if I'm not wrong? A lot of content pieces are also coming from there. Is that easy, nice, challenging, or like exciting for all of you as well? Very different from your everyday life, right? Mona, you want to go on that? Very different, the role.
Very different for sure, but it's also very real. It is served raw. And I think OTT has given actors, writers, producers, makers that freedom to tell their stories. They fearlessly approach the most uncomfortable topics. And that's what really excites me as an actor, because you don't get to see that on TV or on the big screen. So I love the fact that we're going deep inside interiors in India.
Yeah.
Well, I've grown up in a lot of these very interior towns. My dad was in the army, so I went to 9 different schools. So I've been in a place called Samba, which is in Jammu. I think stories happen everywhere. And a lot of the small towns, you don't know those stories because they're not in the city. In the city, everything is, so it's so good. And like you said, people are coming from Dehradun, Lucknow, and they're writing, and they know what has happened in their life, what they've seen. So it's amazing to have, as actors, if you get different roles, and if your body of work is several different kind of characters that you've done, that is very satisfying. So we're enjoying that.
Yeah, it leaves, it changes you also in certain ways.
If somebody says, hey man, we're going to do this is set in Haryana and you have to get a little bit of bhai tane berana hai. So you're like, oh man, I'll do that. I'll put that, or you go, so it's, the more challenging the role is, the more satisfying it is when somebody says, yeah, good, let's,
The learning process, that's what gets everybody's...
And when somebody says, cut, let's move on, maza aa jata hai usme. Yeah, you've done something जो किसी ने सोचा, किसी ने लिखा, तुमने उसको अपना बनाया और तुमने किया और सबने बोला, good, आगे बढ़ो.
Nice. You were saying?
Enriching, like you were saying. The thing is that these are 2-tier, 3-tier cities that we were talking about. There is so many stories that can be told from the heartland.
Yes.
And the thing is, the idea initially, everyone was like, oh, this is doing well, let's do this more, kind of a thing. So I think OTT platforms, they gave the opportunity for the storytellers and the actors to be audacious about telling the stories that actually really exist and are really interesting. Not telling the same story again and again and again only because it does well in the box office.
Yeah. So this is the non-formula era, as somebody once described it to me, that no formula works, only good storytelling, good acting, all of that really works.
Story is king. Content is king. A star is not necessarily needed for a good story. You need a good actor.
You need good actors, absolutely, yeah.
No stars needed, good actors needed. That's a good line. That's a good line for a promo that we will use. Thank you to the Kohrra cast and crew for being here. Well done, guys. And also good luck with the series.
Thank you.
You want to remind everybody when it's coming, where it is, all of that, etc.
11th of Feb on Netflix at 1:30 p.m.
There you go. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.